victorious Conor McGregor!
But listen, I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants. Let me raise this. This is what I want to do. This is what I dreamed into reality.
So what's your professionalism?
I'm a professional MMA fighter with a record of 4-1. I'm an up-and-coming fighter, and without a doubt, you will see me on the UFC in the near future. Without a doubt.
What did you work as before you?
I was a plumber. I was an apprentice plumber. I did a year in that, and it just wasn't for me. You know, it's either all or nothing in the game I'm in. You have to. If you're not training twice a day, if you're not dedicated, you're not going to go anywhere. So I felt I had enough talent, and enough dedication, enough love for the sport that it was time to pack up my job and chase my dream, and that's what I'm doing, and that's pretty much it.
And what is your dream?
My dream is to be world lightweight champion in the UFC, have more money than I know what to do with, and have a great life for my kids, my grandkids, everyone in my family, everyone that's come up with me.
Did you realise at what age that this was something you could carve out a career from?
Well, I moved from Crumlin when I was 16, 17, and I was doing it. I was still playing football at that time. I was doing MMA, and I was doing boxing, I was doing this and that. But then I met a guy when I moved up to Lucan from Crumlin. He was doing jiu-jitsu. Tom Egan, his name was. And I was doing some boxing at the time, some kickboxing. And around the same time, we started seeing the UFC on TV. With some techniques, and I teach him some techniques. And basically, we'd fight at the end of it. Two little 16-year-old kids out the back of his shed, the concrete floor. I basically punched the head off each other, really. And then that was that, and that was my first obsession. Fight game, but no one in Ireland had made it in the fight game. The fight game, an Irishman in the UFC was literally, and I mean literally, laughed at. We were laughed at. I was laughed at when I said we were going to get to the UFC. Myself and my team were going to get to the UFC. Never mind get a win. Never mind even get a win in the UFC. Then win a belt. Then win the second belt. You know, I've continually climbed, but I've just used all that fuel that I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna outwork everyone that says I cannot do it, and that's what I did, and that's how I rose up. And when I was a young kid at around 15 years of age, unsure where I was going, came to me with a book, The Secret, and preaching the law of attraction, and I was like, stop, get away from me, I'm only a young kid, I didn't care about that, I wanted to just go out and play, you know what I mean? I wasn't interested, I was almost laughing at it. But then she kept on me with it, and I eventually watched a movie on it and read some books on it, and then it started to resonate with me, like to keep positive and have belief in where you're going, and you're able to, you can almost visually create your entire world. No, not almost, you actually can.
Yes.
You can. And then I was like, I'm going to do that, and I will do that. And then that's when I began to practice it. I practice it. We used to drive, my girlfriend used to drive to a food place in like a shopping mall in Ireland, and it was a very busy shopping mall. And I would practice like little parts of it. Like when we were driving into the shopping mall, the car park, I would always visualize that the car park space right at the front door would be empty for me, waiting for us to pull up. And sometimes I'd get it, and sometimes I wouldn't get it. You know, but when I got it, I'd celebrate it like I just won my double world title. You know, and I kept building on that, and I got better at it, and I became so damn good at it that I was able to go into bouts against undefeated fighters for not defeated for over 10 years, or you know, people with insane fighting legacies, and I was able to go in front of the world and tell the world, I'm gonna knock this man out with this exact shot at this exact time, and I done it back to back to back.
How do you do that? How do you predict these
if you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So I see these shots, I see these sequences, and I don't shy away from them. A lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. If you truly believe in it, if you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction, and it will become reality. I knew he would open. It's more like an obsession now. Everything I do is something to do with this, you know? It's always in my head. I'm always thinking about it. I'm definitely obsessed with it.
He brings 11 wins. He is the final pride, the native son of Dublin, Ireland. He is the CWC reigning featherweight champion of the world.
I don't listen to the haters, man. I treat them like the enemy. Had a couple traitors, man, but now they know the penalty. I tell them, see you later, fam. I do not need this jealousy. I got no time for failure, man. I wanna leave a legacy. I lock in and I'm sold out. Pop up for the whole crowd. I got this, I roll out. I promise, have no doubt. I'm all in, here I go now. Call in, you ball out. Take hostage, the pros now. They novice when I throw down.
We gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no. Listen to my fate, yo. Destined to be great, yo. And we gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no. Listen to my fate, yo. Yeah, we like to go.
Put me on ESPN, yeah. Put me on top of the tank, yeah. Pilots again and again, yeah. No, I ain't here to make friends, yeah. Taking it straight to the bank, yeah. I'm like a shark in the tank, yeah. And if your girl misbehave, yeah, I'll give your girl a mistake, yeah. That's making me out of my head, yeah. I don't belong in my bed, yeah. I should be famous instead, yeah. I wanna stop till I'm dead, yeah. Never let them hate, tell them I'll be great. It's gotta be my fate, you can take it to the bank. I just wanna get it while I can, and when I get it, I'll be damned if I'ma let it get away without a fight. I got a plan, yeah.
We gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no. Listen to my fate, yo. Destined to be great, yo. Yeah. And we gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no. Listen to my fate, yo. Yeah, we like to go hard.